Hey, it's Anica,
And Josh,
and welcome to Popcorn Chatter.
sit back, relax, and grab some snacks.
Or, don't. You don't have to eat. Listen and hopefully laugh with us as we begin the official first episode of Popcorn Chatter. Yay!
Yay!
Insert claps here, yeah. If you listen to the prologue, thank you again. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you, thank you.
For this episode, we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan for the second time in the
Okay,
night.
okay. So, backstory is basically I wasn't recording Okay, yeah, basically, long story short, I was
Basically,
not recording.
20 minutes into our very passionate discussion on this supposed first take,
Mm-hmm.
Josh suddenly stops me and surprises me. Oh, I didn't click record. And later on, we find out what was it? Your mic wasn't even on.
Okay, that was my bad. I did not notice my mic wasn't picking anything up, but it's on now. So
Oh my
hopefully
gosh,
things
to think
go. Hopefully
we
things
took
go
so
smooth
much
this time.
preparation,
It's fine. It's the
but
very
it's fine.
first
It's
episode.
fine.
Every
We'll
mistake
make
we made,
mistakes.
yeah. We
Mistakes
got
has
to
been
learn.
made, they have been learned, and hopefully they will not be done again.
Okay.
Okay.
So before we begin anything, we would like to give a spoiler warning for season 4, specifically season 4 of the anime. So yeah, and also manga spoilers, because spoilers. So we'll be talking about season 4 later on in this episode. We might mention it, but we will say it beforehand. So don't worry. We will ensure that we will be verbally saying that spoiler warning, because we will be talking about season 4 moving forward.
And
So
so that
uh
listeners can also enjoy the
yeah,
rest of the episode if you still want to listen, but if you
I'll
want to be warned beforehand. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, since seasons 1 to 3 have been out for a couple of years now, we won't be giving spoiler warnings for those
Those
seasons.
events,
Yeah.
yeah, we
But
will definitely be free to talk about them, but you have been warned.
I've been
This is
warned.
a very Attack on Titan themed episode. We will be talking about it, anything.
Also, if you
Yeah.
haven't watched it, you should watch season 1 to 3 already. You guys should be getting onto that. Like legit, season 4 is out. It's amazing. So yeah. So
Yeah,
I guess
so
it's time to
let's
start.
start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'd like to start off with my experience of Attack on Titan. So I watched it firstly during December of 2013. That was a long time ago. I am not gonna math out how many years that is, but yeah, I think
I
it's
mean, it should be basic quick math, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're both
yeah.
not adept to that, I guess.
So yeah, I actually like watched it around Christmas time at my cousin's
Mm-hmm.
place, and I watched the series at the Trust arc. That was a few episodes in. I missed.
Wait, sorry. So you didn't start from the very beginning?
No, I didn't. I Yeah, because
Oh,
I don't know, like
okay. That kind of threw me.
I
I
I
didn't know that.
I just walked in on him, watching it. I was like, oh, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's Attack on Titan. The rest is history.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I
And
thought you were really you just okay. That's a fact I did not know about you,
yeah,
but it's actually very surprising and fun to know.
I actually thought like I mentioned it before now, but yeah. So
No,
ayun.
you did not.
Uh yeah, Attack on Titan, back in the day was
Mm-hmm.
huge. People love. I mean, yeah, people loved it
Yeah.
then and now, but the hype then was just on
Yeah.
another level.
For sure. I remember I think I was starting high school around that year. Oh god, my age is showing, but no, wow, I'm so old now.
I don't even
For some reason.
I don't even think I was in high school then. Maybe not.
Oh,
We'll
well.
see.
I think I was, yeah, I was start if you did say around 2013, I was definitely starting high school then. But I remember even I guess in grade school which is my earlier adolescence years, I definitely remember some of my classmates like they have Attack on Titan keychains on their bags, and I would just look at it and be like, "What's that? Oh,
Like
that's so
my
cute."
my weeb classmates would actually just like buy, the forgot what you call it, but
The
like the
cape,
coats, yeah, the cape they were wearing,
the
and
cape.
the jackets too, and the wallets. People have like Attack on Titan wallets and necklaces
Ooh,
and notebooks,
basically
everything.
any kind of merch,
Yeah,
right?
every kind of
Yeah.
merch. You know what do you call it? I think it was Comic Alley, where you would
Oh
buy
yeah,
anime.
Comic
Yeah,
Alley.
people would go
Yeah,
there
I loved
and
Comic Alley as
buy.
a kid,
It's also I think
but I
it
know they steal art
closed.
now.
Yeah, okay, I
I don't
kind of
know.
knew
Don't
that
quote me on that.
already, or I kind of knew that already
Yeah.
back in the day, but yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
Like,
okay.
cause I didn't, it didn't feel. I might be wrong. Yeah, don't quote us on this, but I didn't feel like they were officially licensed. So, you know,
I thought they always were, but then
really,
as a kid, I
yeah,
always thought that was like the prime source of where to get anime merchandise. But I totally get it
yeah.
that we're kids, it's fine. But we're better now.
So,
So
yeah, but going back on track,
how is
yeah.
it growing up with the series then? If you did,
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there were times that Attack on Titan. For you, those who don't know, it was published by. Don't quote me on this. I think it was Shueisha, and they
mm-hmm.
basically upload. They basically publish the chapters monthly, so it was easy to
Yeah,
like, kasi compared to like a weekly Shonen Jump na you get chapters weekly. If it was monthly, you're excited at the beginning of the month. Oh, a
mm-hmm,
new
mm-hmm.
chapter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But like by the fourth week, you might have forgotten about it, so it was easy to forget. So it didn't feel like I was growing up with it as much as like Naruto. I was there when I was like reading the manga when it ended, but at the same time, syempre, I still grew up with it technically, and
yeah,
but I just had the tendency of like leaving it for a bit, make it chapters to stack
yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
episodes if a season was out, so and like binge read it. I actually like when like I said, I started in the trust
In the
arc,
middle,
yeah, in the
yeah.
middle, technically middle. Uh, I actually didn't go back and rewatch the first episode. I actually like read the manga, and I was surprised there were actually
A lot of
filler.
things missed. Oh,
No,
filler.
there was filler.
Filler
So
in the anime or in the
yeah, and
manga?
the anime, because
So,
like if it's
sorry.
the
I just
manga,
wanted to
then
be
it's
sure. I
not
just
the
wanted to be
yeah.
sure.
But yeah,
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to be sure.
basically what this one thing like really stood out to me is because the part when Eren versus Annie at
Ani.
Annie, sorry, Annie, Eren versus Annie at Stohes. Uh,
Yeah.
this is like the finale of season one. There was like this one. Eren had this like beast moment where he was like glowing eyes with sharp
Yeah.
teeth and like he was
Yeah.
burning. That was actually
Uh-huh.
filler. I don't know if you know that, but
Uh-huh.
that wasn't in the manga. Like, when
Well,
I was
obviously
reading the manga,
I don't know that because I haven't actually read the
no, no, yeah,
manga.
but
For
like I actually just thought that
mm-hmm.
you maybe heard it somewhere, but yeah, like
That's true,
yeah,
that's
when I
true.
was reading it, I was like so surprised because I was like, oh, like this is it. This is like the climax of season one, and I was like, wait, where is it? Because in the manga, Eren actually got his ass beat the second time, and then
Really?
the ones who took out Annie was actually Mikasa. While she was trying to escape, uh, she cut off
Oh,
Eren's Mikasa cut off Annie's fingers and she fell, and you know what happened next.
I
So
feel
yeah,
like I remember this. I have okay, my memory has deteriorated. But I'll go back to that. See, I'll go back to that episode in season one for sure, just to check, and I want to compare it myself. But yeah,
yeah.
that's a good insight. That's a good comparison that you
But
noticed.
like for Attack on Titan, that's a series that's at least in my opinion, it's really faithful to the manga. I'm just like shocked that
Yeah,
extra, like for me, like from what I remember, that was the only filler moment they added in like the entire series. I know there's
really,
more,
that's
but it's not
nice.
like.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, it doesn't change the story that Eren went beast mode or something, but it still gives you a different narrative that at the
yeah, yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eren definitely
Mm-hmm.
wasn't strong enough to beat Annie or
Yeah.
something.
Uh
So yeah,
huh.
it's just like that interesting take. Even though
Yeah.
props to Wit and Mappa that they adapt the
Yeah.
anime as faithfully as they
Yeah.
are
I
doing.
remember. I remember recently seeing a tweet, a tweet on Twitter
Yeah,
from I think the author. I don't know if it was the official account itself of
yeah,
the author, but there was definitely a comparison, side by side picture of Mikasa's face and Eren's face from the art
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the manga, and it's just spot on. It's
It's so good.
exactly like the manga.
Surprisingly, okay, this might like go into like toxic. anime community part, which we will be
Toxic
discussing,
anime.
which we will be
Yeah.
discussing later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there are people who actually argue that it's not one on one, which is
It's not. It's not.
yeah.
But it was tweeted by the author himself.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Here's the thing.
I
Like
don't know how to pronounce his name. Isayama, right?
Hajime Isayama, yeah, he's a genius. It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
in terms of storytelling, he's like
Yeah,
he's amazing. But yeah,
yeah,
like in my comments, like my from my opinion, I mean, like this goes for every anime and manga adaptation, but like it's never gonna look exactly like
yeah,
every line the same. But
yeah,
like people get offended by that for some reason, which I don't get. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I totally get that. I the only in my defense or in my case, unfortunately, the only anime series, manga series that I have caught up to and I'm like not faithful to, but fully updated with is
yeah,
Haikyuu. And just not to give anything too away, but there are definitely moments where I see that the scenes from the manga are not the same as the anime. But honestly, if the story itself
yeah, it's the
does
same.
justice, if the
Yeah, if it
animation
doesn't
as a
change,
whole,
yeah,
if it gives you the same feeling, honestly, I think that's okay. And the creators themselves, the every both animation studios are they know what they're doing. So the whole reaction of yeah, I'm sorry, we're approaching the toxicity of some of the people in the
yeah,
community. Their approach to the differences of the new season, it's a bit
too
out of
much.
hand. It's
Yeah,
unreasonable, and I feel as someone who's a recent fan and someone who's a an animation nerd, I know, not naman I know, I have an idea on how hard it is to animate anything.
mm-hmm.
So just hearing how people are hating on the artists and verbally, virtually, and verbally um slandering them on the internet,
Yeah,
it
it
makes you
gets out
not
of
want,
hand. Yeah,
it makes you not want to catch up to the series or something. Well, of course, no. I personally still love the community. I still love the series regardless of the community, but it
yeah.
definitely makes me not want to join the community and just makes me quiet on my own thoughts on it.
So
That's it.
yeah,
I'm done. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's fine, it's
Yeah.
fine. So yeah, going back to
Yeah.
like my experience with yeah, I mean yeah, I grew up with it. Sorry, we kind of strayed off from
Yeah.
topic too much, but it's fine.
We're definitely I mean, this is our second run, so we definitely have so
Yeah,
much fresh in
like
our
more
minds.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think for what it's worth, Attack on Titan at the time and even now, it's like it's still going strong. Like season
Yeah.
four,
Mm-hmm.
legit like brought all the hype down. Like it was just people were excited.
Season 4 brought down.
No, like I mean like not brought down. Like season four brought back the hype that
Oh, brought back.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't know, like
Understandable. Yeah.
in my head I was like thinking about like getting it down or something. So I said down or something. Oh my
It's
bad,
fine.
bad,
That's
bad.
fine. It's the
But yeah,
technicalities. But I totally get that because me, as I said a while ago, I
yeah,
think that I'm a current fan. I just finished binging the whole first 3 seasons last December, and the as someone who was just a bystander back in 2012
13.
2013,
Yeah,
those years, I was just watching like what's happening over there, what are my friends talking about. I don't
yeah.
know why I never got into the series when I
Serious,
was a
yeah.
kid.
Like
I'm thinking about it now. I feel like it wasn't just my preference.
no, cause like for me,
No, I don't know.
it's not like I even gave it much thought. Cause like I said, I walked in on my cousin watching it, so it's not like something I heard of
Ah.
beforehand. It's like, oh, that's Attack on Them. It was just like,
Oh,
oh, what's the show?
yeah.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
You didn't know it was gonna be this good.
yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
know that I'd still be talking
Yeah.
about it, making a podcast episode about it.
Yeah.
How many years later? So yeah,
Yeah.
if
I
you'd
think
say
I think at that in my early years, I think I definitely was into more, magical girl anime. So when I heard about Attack on Titan,
yeah,
I didn't. it didn't appeal to
Appeal.
me as
Yeah,
much
yeah,
as much as it does now. And I still don't, I don't regret naman not getting into it
yeah.
before, but
Because
I'm happy with my experience. It
yeah,
was so good.
that's
Yeah.
also the thing. Like your experience of like watching Attack on Titan straight, like compared to me,
Yeah.
who's like who wait, like because I don't know if I mentioned this before now, but season 1 and 2 there was like a 4 year
Yeah, yeah,
delay.
4 year gap.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so compared to me who waited actual years for it, I envy you that you
Yeah.
watched it and like I don't know, like
I'm
a
so
week or something. You
sorry.
can like watch it straight
Yeah,
because I mean
for
I
sure.
still appreciate it, but the
Mm-hmm.
experience of actually watching the anime rather than reading the manga is still different. Like if you ask
Yeah.
me, I prefer like watching the anime first and then reading the manga. But yeah, so
Mm.
yeah. Basically you
I
get
don't know,
the
I don't know how I feel about that. Pero we'll discuss
yeah,
that
we'll discuss
probably
that
in a
in a
future
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Anime versus manga.
So, stay
Oops,
tuned.
spoilers or
Sneak
some.
peek.
Stay tuned to a future episode, I guess. But
Yeah.
I definitely I share your sentiment on having the privilege and the opportunity to binge the first 3 seasons in one sitting, because it's the the story of Attack on Titan just
Yeah.
keeps you on your toes. And I just want to share that while I was watching the manga, watching the anime, I was every episode I was on my seat, and every episode after I was done, I would always immediately message Josh, what's happening? What happened?
it
I was
was it
giving
was
him my
so
raw
hard.
reactions,
Yeah.
and I was unfortunately giving him probably stupid theories on like
And they
what's gonna happen
weren't.
next.
They weren't that bad. Maybe one or two.
Weren't
I'm
that bad.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He did one or two. Don't
I'm
tell me which
kidding.
one. Please don't
I'm
tell me
kidding.
which
I'm
one or
kidding.
two, because I'd probably just die of secondhand embarrassment from my past stuff, which
Yeah.
everyone gets. But yeah, it was definitely a very, very fun experience, especially sharing it with a friend. So I'm actually really thankful that I have a considerate friend like Josh,
Sure.
who who didn't spoil me at all. He promptly, properly hyped me up, which is okay, which is good. It was definitely
Yeah.
there.
Sometimes I felt like I was
And
overhyping you. I was like, Anka, you need to watch Attack on Titan now. And she was like, I will get to it. And then, I mean,
yeah,
she liked it at the end of the day.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, in the end, I think you were still, well, I feel like you know me a lot to know how emotionally vulnerable I get to anything. So,
That's why I'm like excited for you to watch like Death Note. That's like one of the things I'm like legit
oh, Death Note.
just like
Yes, I still
nonstop
haven't watched Death
recommending
Note. I'm
you.
so sorry. I know my anime list is growing, and I just recently finished Your Lie in April. I know I'm so slow, but moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Going back.
Yeah.
um, where were we?
Your
Oh yeah.
experience, if you have anything to add pa.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. To add though, I do want to say in my experience that the hype that Attack on Titan is getting now, this season 4, is so, it's so nice. It's so nice to see the excitement,
Yeah.
because in every episode that I have watched now in season 4, it keeps me going. So and for this season, I have to wait every week, right? So it wasn't like binging it straight on. So I started to wonder if what would have happened to me if I did get into the series way, way beyond, and I had the opportunity to wait for every episode, give
Mm-hmm.
myself time to take in what I just learned and theorize for myself. But I think I'm fine with having season 4 as that opportunity for me, because it's
Yeah, at least you still got a taste of like the theory
yeah,
building thing. Like okay, as of now, Anika still hasn't read the manga. I have, so I know what's gonna
yeah.
happen. So she
Oh
still
no.
gives me those theories sometimes where I just feel like
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
will neither
Oh,
confirm nor deny.
although
Yeah.
I do want to share that it's so hard to not get spoiled now,
Mm-hmm.
because first of all, Josh himself, he may be a considerate friend, but he's definitely
I am
Not
terrible at
spoiler free. He's
keeping it in.
Yes, he definitely, there have been lots of slip ups, whether they're not no context memes that he just sends me randomly throughout the day, and I'm just like,
Oh,
Josh, what is this? What is that? There's what I remember this. There's this one meme. There was this one meme that had such a huge spoiler that puzzled me so much, and I
wait,
was just talking to Josh.
should we
Josh,
mention
what
it
is that?
now? It's a
Should we
bit
mention that?
spoiler. It's a bit spoiler for season 4 though, so I think we should keep it
No,
on the
no, no, it's
wraps.
fine, it's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
it's fine. But I just want to say that what if ever in the future you talk to someone else about future movies, you're gonna spoil your own movie for
Yeah,
sure.
because aspiring filmmaker here. That
Yeah,
one spoiler, like that was like the big one that like I was actually like I had my mouth open for like 30 seconds just like watching my was like, oh my god, I screwed up. I was like, and then Anika was like asking, I was like
yeah.
playing dumb, but I don't think she was buying it. I was like, ah,
It's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard to play dumb with spoilers because personally for me, any reaction that you give me, regardless if it's neutral or not, I
yeah,
might I might think it's a yes or a no
yeah.
immediately. It depends. It
Especially like
depends.
like imagine you say somebody dies, right, and then people will be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's not true. But at the same time, like you start to think, like, are they saying that to hide it? Is it like a theory? Are they saying the
Yeah.
truth? Like, even if they were saying the truth,
Yeah.
it's already a
Yeah.
spoiler in itself that they live.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at the end of
I
the
don't
day,
know.
it's like it's really
Uh,
tricky. It's really tricky.
it's very tricky because especially with technology today, I can't exaggerate the amount of not the amount. I can't exaggerate my fear of technology and algorithms of social media
Yeah,
because with TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, especially Twitter, Facebook, actually TikTok is number one on the list because I'm mostly on that app. Th- just one video, one source of it from the app, just one, and I don't even interact with it. I don't
yeah,
like the tweet. I don't share it. I just scroll. The next thing you know, it's there's more. There's more. Like
yeah.
it's not even funny. It's
You
not
know,
funny anymore.
I guess like my take on spoilers is like it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying to get
For
spoiled, but
sure,
and it's like really hard to avoid. Like how I'd
it's
go
hard to
to
avoid
wait.
for
Like, so
sure.
what lengths would you go to like to avoid spoilers? Because me personally, I'd legit because I have a Twitter for like My Hero art anime stuff. I actually
Yeah.
like do not go on that for like a week if I know, like, let's
I
say
mm-hmm.
I'm reading at My Hero, right, and I know the next chapter is gonna be like really big on like backstory or like
Yeah.
something
Mm-hmm.
intense is gonna happen. I really try my best to like not go onto my Twitter because I know I'm gonna get spoiled if I'm on there.
Yeah.
So I
Mm-hmm.
spend like a week not even like looking at art. Like that's the pain I have to go through just like to make sure
Yeah.
I read it like raw. So
For
yeah, what
sure.
about you?
Me, I stay away from everything.
Yeah,
That-
cause
I tried to stay away from everything. I'm spoiled with My Hero manga already. Wasn't my fault, but
yeah, it's not our fault.
that's another story for that will never be revealed. But for Attack on Titan spoilers, it's so hard not to avoid social media, but then at the same time, I'd like to think that I've tried my best to stay away because as soon as I see anything themed, Attack on
Mhm.
Titan, AoT, scroll up, don't look.
You know,
That's just I'm just
like
I'm
I
just
know,
thankful that some
yeah.
people are considerate to really like put out their spoiler warning. Yeah. So
For
that's
me, like,
okay.
admittedly, Attack on Titan's that one anime or manga, I guess, that I actively look spoilers for. Like, I would go to Reddit and like legit just like search up,
Uh-huh.
I have this like Reddit that I'd go to for like Attack on Titan spoilers or leaks or something.
But
But at
spoilers
least
of
it's
the manga chapters that you haven't read
like
or like are being
being actually
or actual.
I mean, like, okay, for me, I think it's fine if it's like, there's like a place for it. Like, yeah, like, Reddit. People actually like
Yeah.
put spoiler tags. And like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
see the post unless you read it says there in
Yeah.
bold letters spoiler
You
tag. So
click on it or something.
yeah.
I've been to Reddit a few times.
Yeah. So,
I don't
I
know.
think like that way it's fine, but actually
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
some of our friends do it. Like they just blurt out in
Oh
the group
God, our
chat,
friend.
"Oh, blah blah blah, dice." Like what the heck? Yeah.
it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's definitely hard. I mean, I get the intention, I guess. No, not the intention. I'll never get the intention of spoiling.
Yeah.
Um, movie. I guess you know what. Just let
Just don't spoil. At the
spoilers.
end of
We
the
can't
day,
we can't run from them. We can't run from them
Yeah,
at
it's like
all.
I think it's always gonna be there, but syempre, as a fellow
Be careful.
viewer, yeah, or if yeah, viewer, be careful and don't spoil it for other people. Be a good person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So,
so
do you want to talk about the main event, the one that we have been preparing for so long,
yes,
which
yes,
is everything that we love about this series, our favorites,
sure, sure,
our you don't sound so
yeah.
enthusiastic.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just
Sure,
like,
sure.
do you
Okay.
want me to go first, or you wanna go
Yeah,
first?
I think you should go first because you are the longer fan, so it's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay. So, sorry, I'm sorry. So, okay, what I love about this is, well, it's gonna be hard to break down because there's so many. Like this,
Mhm.
it's been how many years? Like ever since its publication.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
manga anime, the side. There's also like if to those who don't know, there Attack on Titan has like side mangas and side animes. Like the high school one that was cute. Attack
But
on
that was so
I
that's
forgot
so
what it's called. It was like attack. It's not something high school.
it's a junior high
Yeah, Attack on
school kind of
yeah.
themed. It's not gory. It's just like a chibi form of
Yeah, it's like so
the
cute.
characters
Yeah.
in high school, and it's so cute. It's like a shoujo version of Attack on Titan.
Like it's really one of those things that's like it's a it may not be related to the main story, but it's a welcome addition. You can enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
If you don't like watching it, at least it's there for those who actually enjoy watching it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. But there's definitely so much content to absorb from the series itself.
yeah.
A lot. Any kind of platform, yeah.
So what I love about it, well, first off, I'd obviously say it's amazing. The theme, I love how one of the things I love about Attack on Titan
Yeah.
is like
Mhm.
the story themes, like how it handles with the war, pain, depression, whatever other stuff, the expectations,
Depression,
and
whatever. Why would you say
I
that?
no, etc. There, etc. Especially this one, like the expectations and subverting expectations. I love how the show does that. I'll go into
Mhm.
detail on that later, but yeah. Or actually, no, I can talk
Yeah.
about it now. So siguro, one thing I'd like to highlight was, remember season one,
Mhm.
Eren getting eaten.
Yeah.
So I love we kept mentioning this thing, like how Eren is like the main
Character.
character, yeah. And you know how
Yeah.
like there are those plot twists that exist only just so that there is a plot twist, right? Like
Yeah.
I can't think of anything from the top of my head, but like this is like a meme. I'm sorry, but people meme like M Night Shyamalan's movies for being like
Oh,
having
yeah.
like the
Avatar?
plot twists. Yeah, but no, yeah,
Uh,
the Last
the
Airbender,
Last Airbender.
Not
Yeah.
Avatar. That was
Not
actually a good
Avatar.
movie.
The Last
The
Airbender.
Last
Yes.
Airbender.
Sorry. Eh.
Yeah, and I mean,
You gotta
he
get it
has
right.
good movies naman, pero that's
That one
people
was.
people people meme
It's
him about like
iconic for me.
hey,
Oh
hey, hey,
god, I'm not
hey,
gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm
for
not
the
gonna say it.
Avatar episode. But yeah, how, yeah, but yeah, those plot twists exist. There are plot twists that exist just for being a plot twist, right? But with Attack on Titan, after
Yes.
when first viewing, you're like, oh, Aaron's foot got bit off. He got
Chopped
his
up.
chopped off. His arm got chopped slash bitten off. He got eaten too, and his big digestion.
Oh
Like
gosh.
there's like
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
I guess when you're watching it, part of you like expects na, oh, it's a story. There's no way he's dead. But at the same
Yeah.
time, even if he did
You
come
also don't
back, even if
trust.
he did come back, there was like a story
Yeah.
behind it that he had to be injured maybe to become a titan, or like yeah. I mean, you kind of guessed it, I think, when you saw like the two titans fighting. It was like you were like, oh, is that Aaron? And I was like
Yeah,
play
because okay.
I was like playing so
I'm so
dumb. I was
sorry.
like, no, he's dead. He's dead. But
I
yeah,
the amount of dumbing it down for me not to figure it out. It's hilarious. It was so funny. But I think just to tie into what you said, when Eren does get chopped up, his
Ethan,
leg got
chopped off.
eaten.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kinain siya.
he got eaten as a whole. He got eaten as a
Yeah.
whole. My reaction to that was just my mind was blown because what? He's the main character. He's the main character. He could not die in the first season. but when there was this Titan that looked very very similar to Eren because of his hair, the eyes. I love eyes in general, but the
Oh yeah.
eyes in
Okay.
anime is,
Attack on
mhm,
Titan.
gave me a hint.
Wit and Mappa eyes,
Mappa.
like how they do Attack on Titan eyes, is just on another level, man. Like they put so much detail. Like the only other anime, like recent anime I've watched that gave me that was like, it's not even like the whole anime. It's
Yeah.
like there was this
Yeah.
moment in My Hero Academia season 4, I think.
Yeah.
It was Deku versus Overhaul, and like, but so there was this one part
Mhm.
where they like the studio. I think it's Bones for My Hero. They took so much
Yeah, yeah,
time to like draw an Overhaul's eye, like in this like one
yeah.
climax scene. Also another
Mhm.
one, the Haikyuu opening, Hinata's eye. I think it was the first one with the volleyball. That was like each eye there was a new
Season 1?
frame.
Season 1?
Yeah, opening. Yeah, like the opening. But yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry.
So yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
I'll
saying.
definitely revisit that.
Yeah, yeah. My
For
point
me,
is, yeah,
I want to recommend to you for anime eyes, if since we're on the topic, Violet
yeah.
Evergarden
Oh
series.
yeah, Violet Evergarden.
Her eyes, oh my god, they're so beautiful. And just eyes in general in that series. It just pops. It pops. But yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah,
animation in
other
general in
yeah
another episode.
episode.
We're definitely so excited for that.
So yeah, what about you? What do you love about this series? I guess like for me, as of now, like those are the ones that really stood out to
Yeah.
me. It was like the story
Yeah.
basically, and
Yeah.
also last thing. This might be spoilers for season 4, but I'm just saying. I mean, I think it doesn't have to be season 4. Like when you watch Attack on Titan, the story, like,
Yeah. Mhm.
okay, maybe season 1, it was like good versus bad, Titans versus
Yeah.
humans. It was even funny.
Yeah.
I saw a meme. Somebody was like messaging someone, and then they were like, "Yo, bro, I'm in season 2. What, like, what's happening in season 4 right now?" Like, and the other person was like asking why, what's up, and he said, "Are the Titans winning or the humans?" And like, us at season 4 right now, we're just like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, about that." So yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
love about the series too. It's like
Mhm.
how it's not just black and white. There's it's really,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
it really gets you
That
thinking.
I like how you brought that up because that's definitely one of my favorite things about the story itself, the whole series. It's not all black and white. The characters, the story, it's realistic. I think it's real. It's very realistic.
It's very
Not
realistic.
realistic.
Yeah.
Not realistic to the point that there are titans and being eaten is realistic. No, 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 no,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah.
The morality
Yeah, and how humans react.
battle,
Yeah.
yeah, the battle in like morality wise, and the politics. I wasn't into politics as a kid.
Season
So
3, at first, like when I was reading the
yeah,
manga as a kid, you know how, when you're a kid, you're just like, oh, I love
different
battles and
to,
stuff.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
and then like, maybe I didn't like the manga, like season 3 in the manga as much because like, it was like, oh, it's not as exciting. It's humans versus humans, but now I really have a different sense of appreciation for it because it
yeah,
really, like, at the end of the day, like stories, like humans are, for me at least, a big part of what makes a story interesting. Like the characters, I mean. So yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, definitely, for sure.
yeah,
Where was I? Yeah. So yeah, morality plays a huge. I think the whole themes of the different themes that are displayed in the series are one of the things that really keep you on edge and keep you going and keep you loving and anticipating for more. And I don't know, it's just I like it a lot. It's definitely one of the series that I can go back to, watch an episode, and personally for me, I still get the chills. I still get the thrills from watching it. And I think that also that all the whole animation process, the music
the
and
music.
the animation, the pacing, it's so beautifully laid out. The Isayama is a genius. So yeah, I just everything. I love
Yeah,
everything. I can't point
same.
out just one thing, but yeah, definitely.
So yeah, those are definitely like our
Story wise, that's those
yeah, those
are
are
definitely,
yeah,
if you love those kinds of, if you're a reader, a watcher, if you love those kinds of stories where it just keeps you guessing to yourself who's the bad guy, who's the good guy,
good guy. Yeah,
this isn't it, but
how
it's definitely,
characters
it keeps
react.
you thinking.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
keeps you thinking. It keeps you thinking. Yeah.
So moving
That's a
on,
lot. Moving on to,
we have a segment actually that we'd like to do at least for every anime episode, which is we're gonna be
yeah,
talking
anime
about
episode.
our favorite openings and endings.
Yes.
Yes.
I know there's a, it's a thing. It's a thing in anime where, oh, you can't skip the opening, you can't skip the ending. You're not a you're not a
Yeah,
true anime fan if you do that. Shut up.
I do.
Stop.
I mean, like, look at me, I do, but I still love these. Like, these are great.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
The way people consume content, I don't think you
Yeah,
should have a problem with that.
yeah.
But that's another point for another episode. I'm so sorry. Let's move on to the actual openings and endings. So,
So do you want to start or
do you
want me
want
to
to
start?
start? Oh,
Oh, I
sorry.
think okay. I'd be down to start. So
Yeah.
actually, I've told you this before, but my favorite opening is Red Swan. I think that's season three. No,
Yeah.
yeah, season three, the first part, that
Yeah.
opening, the one
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
not very high metal and beat sounding.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I know Red Swan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
saying to the to the
Why do you
listeners.
like it? Why is it your favorite? I mean,
Okay, so like there's a lot of reasons
take
why
a
I like
moment.
it, but
Hmm.
probably the first. Maybe this isn't like a groundbreaking reason, but it is for me. I love how
Yeah.
like slow paced it is. It's not like high. It's not like intense
Hmm.
anime battle, sounding like the
Yeah.
second opening, the Sasage one.
Shinzo. What was
Yeah,
his?
yeah, yeah.
Shinzo Nesagi Saragi.
Like
I'm so sorry.
but performed by Link to Horizon. I think the song name was Jiyo no Tsubasa. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
song. But yeah, the season one,
Just say
second
yeah.
opening of season one. Yeah, it's not like that high beat, like or maybe all the other openings. Yeah, that's
Yeah. It's it's definitely a different.
yeah. It gives you
It's a
a really
different
different vibe,
vibe.
and
Yeah.
like the animation is also amazing. Like especially like this is one highlight that I really cannot like stop watching. But there was this one part where Kenny, it was like the opening. Kenny was in the shot, and there was like
Yeah.
I think I don't know, maybe it was whiskey or rum, but it was alcohol. But the way like the way the alcohol just like shimmers, it was like oh, this is beautiful. Also like Levi's knife spin. Also yeah, if you can't
Yeah.
tell, I rewatched this a couple of times to notice like the small details. Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
fact,
Oh.
this opening, they have like multiple versions of it. Like while season three was airing, like the first 5 episodes, this is the first version. Second one
Yeah.
is the other version. The differences aren't big, but it's just an update.
Little Easter eggs or
No, no, no,
something.
no. It's the improved animation, and it makes you like
Oh.
wonder, like
Okay.
when you watch the first iteration of it, you're already like, wow, this is amazing, and yet they still added like those small changes to it that would
Mm-hmm.
make it better, even though like
Yeah.
it's most likely like I mean I people notice it, but this it's most likely for casual viewers that they won't notice it, but they went through that effort to like change up the clouds, especially because they updated the clouds for like the
Uh huh.
later episodes. It looked better, I guess. So yeah, the effort that they put in it, it was just oh, I loved it. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
um I guess like
Do you have
honorable
any? Oh,
mentions,
sorry.
sorry.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask honorable
Yeah, honorable
mention for you.
mentions. For the openings, I'll go for endings then later. But for the openings, maybe the sixth one, the newest one, My War. The
Oh yeah, that's
okay,
I liked it.
people like I mean I guess you can
At first it
yeah
doesn't catch on, but
yeah
few times for me few times it's catchy.
yeah like
It
people
slaps, it
people
slaps
didn't
for
like
sure.
it. I mean yeah, people didn't like it at first because they were like, oh, where's the animation? Because it was mostly like there wasn't like you couldn't see characters. It was like very, it was giving this different vibe talaga. And for me,
Yeah.
like I didn't like it. I like it now, but okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I like the song more than the OP, like, with the animations and everything. Kasi,
The sequence, the
yeah,
opening
yeah.
sequence itself.
I
Yeah.
mean, the opening sequence itself, it's great for what season 4 is bringing to the table. Kasi
Already, yeah,
the
yeah, bringing
story
to
is, it's, I guess, spoilers,
it
but
fits.
yeah, it fits. The story for season 4 is, the season 4 in general is really darker talaga. Like, it's gonna take a darker tone. And the way the opening, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think like opening like the first one, Gurren no Yumiya, like the with them fighting titans and all that with epic battle
Yeah,
music. I didn't think that would fit, like, the animation wise. It wouldn't fit season 4.
yeah,
And what they brought, like,
yeah.
really, it really depicted war basically. And the title, it says it's my war. So
Yeah, my war. Yeah,
yeah. So
totally get that. Yeah. For me, my opening, it's the basic, but with taste.
with taste. Yeah.
Shinzobo Sasageo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. I'm really trying not to be
Oh yeah,
disrespectful.
we are both
Laugh in the middle
also,
of it.
disclaimer. We're both
Yeah,
not, we don't speak, Japanese.
we don't
So
speak Japanese for
if
sure.
we
But
butcher some
I
names,
mean,
we're
I'm
sorry.
learning. I wanna
Oh,
say that I'm
Anika's
learning,
actually learning.
but it's fine.
I'm
No, no,
excited
no,
when
no,
you,
no. Don't
like,
say that. I'm not. Duolingo Owl is out to get me. I haven't. I haven't done a session in so long, but that's beyond the point.
yeah.
My favorite opening is, of course, from season 2, part 2, Shinzobo Sasageo. Yes, it's just it's iconic. I can't not stop listening to it, and
Yeah.
it's just classic for me. I'm that kind of person. I'm that kind of person. The vibes are just
Can I give my take on
perfect.
it though?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay. I don't like how it starts because I mean it's fine. I love it. Okay, I love all the openings,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I was gonna rank them, that would probably be like not one of the top three. Because, like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm nostalgic for the very first one, that opening slap too, but
Yeah,
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 the
yeah.
Sasageo opening basically for me is like every time I was like, when you're about to watch an episode, it just blares it, and I actually physically jump from being shocked from
Yeah,
how
yeah.
loud it starts. I mean, it's fine. It's very catchy. It's very
Because it's
uh
just what is it? It's like da 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 da, da.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like it really gives the server core vibe. Also, can I also like mention? I got this
Yeah.
from a comment. People
Yeah.
like uh. No, actually, no. I'll mention it later. I'm sorry. I'll mention it later. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
keep going.
Oh, I do want to share though
Yeah.
about this opening. The English cover of this, I don't know by who. I think his name is Nate
Yeah, Nate
something.
wants to battle. Yeah, I listened to some of his
Yeah.
Legend
His
of Zelda
English
songs.
cover
Yeah,
his English cover of this one, it kind of slaps too. But I'm more into the version that's, oh god, I'm so sorry. My TikTok addiction is showing, but the version that's on TikTok where there's a dance on it, it's catchy, it's
I haven't
fun.
seen
I
that.
like it.
You should send it to me. I
You
haven't seen
should
that yet.
I'll link it to you after, but it's I
Okay.
don't know, it's just the transition from the English version and then the chorus is Japanese, so it's just like I don't know 15 seconds of the song, but it gets me hyped up, so that's why I really love it, and it's just iconic. I do want to mention that my if I didn't have an honorable mention at first, but
Yeah.
since you have for both, my honorable mention for the openings was definitely Red Swan. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
No,
it's fine.
I
It's
mean,
honorable mention.
oh, okay,
I
okay.
ranked your favorite as like what probably like middle of the
Yeah, oh my, I'm
but
so
yeah,
sorry. I'm a basic person.
it's fine.
I've resonated with that for so long. But yeah, Red Swan was definitely on my list. It would have been my favorite, but I'm not as addicted to openings as you are, I guess. But if we're gonna, I can't wait for the Haikyuu episode. So Haikyuu episode, I'll
Yeah.
definitely get you back on that.
Okay.
Okay, ending.
Sure. So
Favorite
for the
ending.
endings, do you want to go first this time? I'm curious. I'm actually
Oh
curious.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah, yeah.
can I guess? Can I
Oh,
guess? Wait.
oh gosh. Okay, fine. Sure. Guess
Um.
my favorite ending.
Uh. Is it the wait? What's the third ending again? Do you remember? Like, just tell me the version. Oh no. Okay, I know. I know. It's the third one, or third or the fourth one. The one that's very. Uh. exposition heavy. Is it that one?
See, the problem is I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
don't
though,
know which one you're talking about.
remember the ending where it gave the backstory about the Titans? That one.
Oh,
Is it that
yes.
one?
Yeah, that's
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite.
I
Yeah.
got it.
It's the I call it the I'm so sorry. I call it the creepy cult song.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
honestly, it does sound like that at first. Like when I was
Yeah.
listening, I was like, what is this like church, church
Yeah.
creepy
It, the
song?
vibe
It's like
the
yeah,
vibe of it is so different from, the hard rock metal.
yeah,
I don't know if that's the right
openings,
genre, but it's
yeah,
it's definitely different from the endings. And I don't know that that was, yes, that was my favorite ending. That is my favorite ending. Oh, and the right title of it was, I don't know if this is the right pronunciation. Again, I'm so sorry. Yugere Notori.
yeah.
It's I didn't notice it at first, but it now I know it's a very spoilery ending sequence,
Okay,
and it's for season 2. It's not season 3. Ah, shit. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I think
I'm
it's
sur-
season 2. When I
I'm
searched it up, it's season.
surprised we got like this far with like just one curse word so far. But
I'm
yeah,
so
it's
sorry.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was season two. Definitely season two.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
season one, I think had. Wait, did season two have two openings? I think it's only one, right? Because it was only 12 episodes.
I also don't know.
But yeah,
There were way too many endings. So like
because
moving on.
in my list it says it's the third one, so probably. But I do have some
Mm,
some takes on it though. Um.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can't I say why I like
Oh, I
it?
thought you already
why
said why you liked it. Oh, okay, fine. Go continue. Sorry.
well, I don't know if I have. Well, basically, the reason why it's my favorite ending is because it's just, yeah, I guess I did say it. I did say a part of it. The vibes are so different from what we got
Yeah.
from the other endings, maybe. And I guess this was the ending that made me really watch it over and over again, because I wanted to figure out what the foreshadowing behind the sequence was. And I know a lot of people don't actually like this ending because it in itself is very spoilery. So I understand the whole outburst being all, why would they put that in there as a sequence when it
Mm-hmm.
practically gives away
Yeah.
everything, when I think the history of the whole Titan thing was revealed in season 3 rather than season 2, so it's
Yeah.
it's actually very early on. So I don't know, it's me being the theory nut I am. I
The
always
theorist.
envision myself theorist. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Theorist, yeah, sure. I always imagine myself when piecing together something I've watched. I imagine myself as like the meme girl, woman looking into, like, with the whole math equations like going floating
Yeah.
around her head. Yeah, that's definitely me in my head. I was like, what's happening? What's this? What's that? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it keeps me thinking. I like it. So yes, go on. I'll
Uh,
accept your
I
criticisms. Break
think
my heart.
I think I think you already mentioned it actually. I was gonna
Yeah.
say that it's very spoilery. That's why. Okay, I think I'm not sure if I remember, but I probably already knew the backstory. So that's why when I watched it, I was like confused because I expected it to be like shown sa story, like sa anime itself, not the ending.
Yeah.
So that's I
Yeah.
mean, other than that, like in terms of like visuals and telling a story, it's
Yeah.
great. Like I just
Yeah.
the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that
It's
uh
placed in very
yeah,
early on in the series. I
A-
totally get that.
and
It's
also
valid. It's valid.
the church music kind of sounds creepy, but yeah.
I think that supports the vibe
Yeah,
for
that
me.
support
Well, yeah.
that like in terms of storytelling, but like it's not something that I just like sit down, pick up my phone and listen to. I mean, no offense to the
Yeah,
song.
it's definitely not something I
Like
would I would
I
oh,
think it's one
yeah,
of those
no offense to
songs
the song.
that uh like needs visuals to really
Oh
get
yeah,
the
yeah,
point
needs
across.
visuals.
I mean, that's also
I
me
do
saying
have,
who
oh,
listens to
sorry, yes.
like remember like one of my top 5 songs of 2020 on my Spotify, which was like a Dragon Ball scene song. If you listen to it, it really does not like sound like a
Mhm,
song you would
mhm.
listen to. But I just remember the scene when I watch it. So I guess to the people who like the song itself,
Yeah,
you could also like go back now. Oh, he or she
yeah.
remembers the anime or the ending. So yeah.
I totally get that. I mean, I listen to anime OSTs all the time, regardless if they're catchy or not. Well, not no, I'll stop. Okay, I do
So
have
honorable
two
mentions.
honorable mentions.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Come on.
so sorry. I couldn't pick. I couldn't stick to just one. But yeah, um, I'll start with the easier one, which is, oh no, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation again. I'm so sorry. Akatsuki no Chinkonka. I double checked with Google Translate. That's the
Okay.
pronunciation. But this
Which
is
one is that?
this one is season 3 part 1. This is the one where
After Red Swan?
Historia's backstory.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. This is the one with
Mm.
Historia's
Yeah,
backstory
yeah, yeah.
basically. But the this ending specifically, the one I want to honorable mention is the one with the special cutscene in the middle of the sequence. This is the one that you didn't like. I remember telling you this
Really?
after I watched. Yeah, yeah. I remember messaging you, Josh.
Oh,
Oh my god, the ending was so creepy. And
okay.
then you immediately said, "Oh, I don't like that one."
Okay. Can I give
Thanks
context
for
on why I
that.
don't like it?
Wait, let me.
Okay,
Wait,
wait,
what
no.
was I? The reason why it's an honorable mention. I'm so
Yeah, okay,
sorry.
go.
I just had to mention it because what I said, my raw reaction. It was so creepy. I was as I mentioned, I was binging the whole season
Yeah.
for like a week, maybe 3 days. I don't remember how long I was watching, but I watched this episode. I ended this season, the end of season 1 part 1, season 3 part 1. I ended it at night. At night, I was alone.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching by myself, and the music production behind the cutscene with the scratching record and whatnot. I'm easily spooked. Let me live.
Uh-huh.
I'm easily spooked,
Mm-hmm.
and it. I definitely did not get any sleep after that. I watched the next episode.
Really? Wow,
So
you didn't tell me
I
this. Okay.
yeah, I just wanted to know who is that Armin whoops the burnt Armin. Why is Levi scolding Mikasa
Yeah.
and Eren?
Erin,
What's
the
happening?
episode preview,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely it kept me on my toes, so that's why I like it. So why don't
Um,
you like it?
okay. It's funny because I said I'll be giving context as to why I don't like it, but the context is I cannot give context because it might be spoiler
It's a
for season
spoiler.
4, yes.
Why is it a spoiler? That these are the things that I
She doesn't
the whole
know.
fact that you're not saying it when I'm caught up in season 4, meaning it's not in the anime yet. So why? I want to know why.
It's
It's fine.
okay, maybe
We'll explain it in the
yeah.
future.
You'll know. You'll get there. You'll get there. Um
Probably.
so you said you
But
had
yeah,
another one?
yeah. The second, don't worry. I'll keep this quick.
Yeah, go
The
go.
second honorable mention is Name of Love, season 3, part 2. It's oh yeah, it's the last sequence before the current season. So the reason why I like that was I kind of actually I kind of mixed up Name of Love and Red Swan a few times. I'm so sorry. It has the
Yeah,
same
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ballad vibes.
Yeah.
So I kind of mixed that up a bit, but I when revisiting all of the endings in one go, this one I also had to mention this one because I just liked how this part of the season 3 part 2 was so heavy with information. It was so heavy with answers on what's happening, and the whole ending sequence just gave like a nostalgic vibe. I don't like
I
saying nostalgia.
did you see like the ending? I mean, yeah, you watch it, but you know the end
Sequence.
what do you call it? The end frame
The
was
visuals?
yeah, yeah, it was Eren, Mikasa and Armin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was so cute. I love it.
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, exactly. The whole sequence of that ending was just so it revisited the events of season 1, so them training them in the barracks when they didn't
Yeah.
know about the traitors. It warms my heart at the
Name
same time, remembers that, oh, they're not that happy anymore. Okay, there, that's it.
Name of Love,
Your
right?
turn.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Name of Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for my are you done?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
done. Sorry, sorry.
So
Yeah.
for my favorite ending, it was actually a close race between you can see a trend. It was a close race between Name of Love and Great Escape. Great Escape is the second one. Oh,
Second one,
I think season
season.
one, like the one where there was like, I don't know if it was like a nut or something, but like a nut was like
Oh
rolling
yeah, yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
like that was like one of the songs where I would like actually like listen, like legit just, I remember there was one time I was on a plane and I would just like vibe with it. It was a great song, and the visuals are so good. Like the animation of that ending was so good. I loved it. And I
Yeah.
think the only reason why it won over Name of Love kasi nostalgia. The nostalgia was there because I
Oh
watched
yeah,
this when I was like
nostalgia.
13. And I think that's
Uh
fine.
huh.
Yeah, I still don't regret my decision. Name of Love is a great
Yeah, yeah,
ending. Like the song, okay, I I play Osu, right? And Name of Love is like one of
yeah.
that one songs
Also,
that
was
I
what again?
like.
A game, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's like a rhythm game. And you can like download
Oh,
anime
okay.
songs if you want, or like just normal songs, and
Yeah.
play it on there and like click some circles. So yeah,
Some circles. Such a fun game.
yeah,
I
you
think it's
already,
fun. I think it's cool. I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool for sure.
So you
So sorry.
expounded now on like Name of Love. So yeah, Great Escape. The visuals were amazing. The animation is so great. Okay, like something I appreciate with anime sometimes is, okay. I might like I'll just breeze over it, but this might be like deep animation stuff. It's like how
Yeah.
some people like make the shading more basic to have more time to draw more frames. Like when you draw a frame, like one frame is when drawing.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
the shading for the ending was like basic lang. It wasn't like, because there are some animes na you have like the shadow and then like a darker shadow, so like that takes more time. But yeah, the it was only two tone na ata. I think this is the term they call it. But yeah, it was
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
basically greatly animated. That's my point. And I just love the high beat, ending of it. And like every time
Yeah.
you would get, kasi I think that was the trust, like nasa trust na sila banda nun of the series. And every time you got to the ending, it was just like, oh, hyping you up for the
Yeah.
next episode.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Uh huh.
that's all. I guess if you think of my honorable mention, it's Name of Love, and that's about it. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, can I like mention though, like, I'm actually curious on what your answer is too. Like, what's your least favorite ending? But okay, these are all great. Disclaimer, but I'm
I didn't. I
curious.
didn't think of one. Oh gosh.
Well, it's fine. I have one. It's actually the last, the new one, the newest one,
Oh
season.
yeah. Yeah. Probably that would be the least. I kind of skip over that all the time.
Yeah, cause like, okay, for me, like I guess it's cause I mean, I think the song is okay, but like in terms of visuals,
What were you
it's
saying? The visuals was what again?
like, yeah, okay,
You
and I don't know
when we
what
were
you
first
call this.
looking at it,
I don't know what you call this, but it's like the you know
Windows
when you're like when you're
music
on,
player.
yeah, when you're on Windows XP, like if you had a computer back in the day, you'd play a song. It would
Back in
like,
the day.
bro, Windows XP was like so long ago now, but yeah, it would like play this
Yeah, that's
music
true. That's
player
true.
with like these visuals that
Give
like
you
look like you're in a karaoke or something.
psychedelic,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
psychedelic swirls,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
circles.
So it's one of those,
Basically, it
and
looks
I don't
like it.
know.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel very appealing to me. I mean, the song was fine, but I still liked a lot of other endings more. So,
Yeah, for sure.
hello everyone. This is a message from the editing room.
If you've reached this far into the episode, thank you. We highly appreciate it if you've stuck with us this long.
So, Anika and I decided to make this episode into two parts to make it more digestible for you guys.
While we talked mostly about our experiences and the community of the series in this part 2 is where we talked about most of our favorite characters, scenes, moments, and so much more. You guys are not prepared for this episode.
So, make sure to check the Popcorn Chatter Facebook page and stay tuned for the next part of this episode coming out next week.
Links are in the description. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Anchor, or whichever platform you listen to your podcasts. And I think that's about it.
So, thank you for listening. We hope you stay tuned for more episodes. And yeah, I guess that's it.
See you next time.
Bye.